प्यारे बच्चों, आपका +2 क्लास में स्वागत है। आपके केमिस्ट्री सब्जेक्ट में जो 14th यूनिट है बायोमोलिक्यूल्स, उसमें जो आज हम टॉपिक डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं वो है अकुरेंस एंड प्रेपरेशन ऑफ ग्लूकोज, ओपन चेन स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ ग्लूकोज, डी एंड एल कन्फिगरेशंस ऑफ मोनोसेक्राइड्स एंड देयर एनांसियोमर्स। अकुरेंस एंड प्रेपरेशन ऑफ ग्लूकोज, जिसे हम डेक्सट्रोज या ग्रेप शुगर भी बोलते हैं। Glucose molecular formula C6H12O6 occurs in nature in free as well as in the combined state. It occurs in large quantities, about 20% in ripe grapes. It also occurs in honey and most of sweet fruits. In combined state, it occurs in glycosides, disaccharides and polysaccharides. Next is preparation of glucose. Number 1, from sucrose, cane sugar. When sucrose is hydrolyzed by boiling with the dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid in alcoholic solution, equimolar mixture of glucose and fructose is obtained. For example, when we take 1 mole of sucrose, molecular formula C12H22O11 is hydrolyzed by boiling with dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid in alcoholic solution. It produces 1 mole of glucose and 1 mole of fructose. Both have the same molecular formula C6H12O6. Number 2, preparation of glucose from starch. Commercially, glucose is obtained by hydrolysis of starch by boiling it with dilute sulfuric acid at 393 Kelvin under pressure. For example, when we take 1 mole of starch and it is hydrolyzed by boiling it with dilute sulfuric acid at 393 Kelvin under 2 to 3 atmosphere pressure, it produces n moles of glucose molecules. Next is open chain structure of glucose. Glucose is an aldohexose. That is, the glucose is a optically active polyhydroxyaldehyde. In this molecule, the hydrocarbon chain of the glucose molecule contains 6 carbon atoms. It is also called dextrose. It is the monomer of many polysaccharides such as starch, glycogen, cellulose, etc. The open chain structure was proposed by Beer. It contains one aldehyde, that is CHO group, one primary alcoholic, that is CH2OH group, and 4 secondary alcoholic, that is CHOH groups. For example, open chain structure of glucose molecule. So, molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. अब जो आपके ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल की हाइड्रोकार्बन चेन है दैट कंटेन्स 6 कार्बन एटम्स। तो यानी कि जो आपका फर्स्ट कार्बन एटम है दैट बिलोंग्स टू एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप, यानी कि वो CHO ग्रुप से बिलोंग करता है। इसके बाद जो आपके 4 कार्बन एटम्स हैं फ्रॉम पोजीशन 2 टू पोजीशन 5, तो इनमें से हर एक कार्बन एटम जो एक हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप यानी कि एक OH ग्रुप से अटैच्ड है। इसलिए ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल में फ्रॉम पोजीशन 2 टू पोजीशन 5 देयर आर 4 सेकेंडरी अल्कोहलिक ग्रुप्स, यानी कि 4 जो है वो आपके CHOH ग्रुप्स हैं एज सेकेंडरी अल्कोहलिक ग्रुप्स। और जो आपकी 6th पोजीशन का कार्बन एटम है दैट इज अटैच्ड विद 1 हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप OH ग्रुप। तो जो आपका 6th पोजीशन पर है वो वहां पर एक प्राइमरी अल्कोहलिक ग्रुप है दैट इज कॉल्ड CH2OH ग्रुप। इस तरह से हम देखते हैं कि जो ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल है C6H12O6 उसमें पोजीशन 1 पे आपका एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप है और लास्ट पोजीशन यानी कि पोजीशन 6th पर आपका एक प्राइमरी अल्कोहलिक ग्रुप है। अब एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप और प्राइमरी अल्कोहलिक ग्रुप के बीच में आपके 4 जो हैं वो CHOH ग्रुप्स हैं जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं सेकेंडरी अल्कोहलिक ग्रुप्स। Structure was assigned by the Beer is based on the following evidence. Number 1, molecular formula of the glucose molecule. The molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. It means the one molecule of the glucose contains 6 carbon atoms, 12 hydrogen atoms and 6 oxygen atoms. The next evidence in favor of open chain structure of glucose is the presence of an aldehyde, that is CHO group. Glucose reacts with hydroxylamine, that is NH2OH, to form an oxime and adds a molecule of hydrogen cyanide, that is HCN, to form cyanohydrin. For example, when 1 mole of glucose molecules react with 1 mole of hydrogen cyanide molecules in a basic medium whose pH value is adjusted between 9 to 10, then hydrogen cyanide molecules produce cyanide anions as nucleophiles. Each cyanide anion as a nucleophile attacks the carbon atom of the carbonyl group present in the glucose molecules and produces 1 mole of glucose cyanohydrin. So this reaction suggests the presence of an aldehyde group in the glucose molecule. Similarly, when 1 mole of glucose molecules react with 1 mole of hydroxylamine molecules in the acidic medium whose pH value is adjusted between 3 to 5, then hydroxylamine molecule as a nucleophile attacks the carbon of the carbonyl group present in the glucose molecule, hence produces 1 mole of glucose oxime and 1 mole of water. So this reaction also suggests the presence of an aldehyde group in the glucose molecule. Next, oxidation of the glucose with a mild oxidizing agent. So glucose on oxidation with a mild oxidizing agent like bromine water or Tollens reagent gives gluconic acid containing the same 6 carbon atoms as present in glucose. This suggests that the carbonyl group present in glucose is an aldehydic group. Next, when 1 mole of glucose molecules react with the mild oxidizing agent like bromine water or Tollens reagent, then it produces 1 mole of gluconic acid. तो यानी कि इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि जो मिल्ड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट्स हैं जैसे कि ब्रोमीन वाटर या टॉलेंस रिजेंट, वो ग्लूकोज में जो कार्बोनिल ग्रुप है उसको कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड ग्रुप में ऑक्सीडाइज कर देते हैं। तो यानी कि इसका मतलब जो कार्बोनिल ग्रुप है ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल में दैट इज एन एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप, जिसे मिल्ड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट लाइक ब्रोमीन वाटर और टॉलेंस रिजेंट जो है वो ऑक्सीडाइज कर देते हैं इनटू कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड ग्रुप में। सो दिस रिएक्शन आल्सो suggests the presence of an aldehyde group in the glucose molecule. The next evidence in favor of open chain structure of glucose is the presence of 5 hydroxyl groups. On acetylation with acetic anhydride, glucose gives a pentaacetate. This confirms that a glucose molecule contains 5 hydroxyl, that is OH groups in a molecule. For example, when 1 mole of glucose molecules react with 5 moles of acetic anhydride molecules produce 1 mole of glucose pentaacetate molecules and 5 moles of acetic acid molecules. तो ये जो आपका प्रोडक्ट है 1 मोल ऑफ ग्लूकोज पेंटाएसीटेट, ये सजेस्ट करता है कि देयर आर 5 hydroxyl groups present in a glucose molecule and each hydroxyl group जो है वो as a nucleophile अटैक करता है on the one of the carbon atom of carbonyl group of the acetic acid anhydride, और इस तरह से वो 1 मोल ग्लूकोज पेंटाएसीटेट प्रोडक्ट बनाता है और 5 मोल्स जो हैं वो एसिटिक एसिड प्रोडक्ट बनाता है। As we know that the presence of 2 or more hydroxyl groups on the same carbon atom makes the molecule unstable. Therefore, the 5 hydroxyl groups must be present on different carbon atoms. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मान लो कोई ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड है और उस ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड के एक कार्बन पर 2 हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप अगर प्रेजेंट होंगे तो वो अनस्टेबल होगा और वो रेडली वाटर लूज करके एल्डिहाइड में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। इसी तरह से मान लो कोई ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड है और उसके एक कार्बन पर 3 हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप प्रेजेंट है, तो वो ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड जो है वो एक वाटर मॉलिक्यूल लूज करके कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। मान लो कोई कार्बन है और उसके साथ 4 हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप अटैच्ड है, तो वो भी अनस्टेबल है और वो रेडिली 2 वाटर मॉलिक्यूल लूज करके कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा। Next evidence in favor of the open chain structure of the glucose molecule is the presence of one primary alcoholic group on oxidation with concentrated nitric acid HNO3, which acts as strong oxidizing agent. Both glucose and gluconic acid give the same dicarboxylic acid, saccharic acid or glucaric acid. This indicates that glucose contains one primary alcoholic group. जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि जो concentrated nitric acid है that acts as strong oxidizing agent, और ये ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल को सैकरिक एसिड में ऑक्सीडाइज्ड कर देता है, जो कि एक डाइकार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड कंपाउंड है। अब जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल की पोजीशन 1 पर जो है वो एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होता है, जिसे कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड जो है वो ऑक्सीडाइज्ड कर देता है कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड ग्रुप में। और ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल्स की 6th पोजीशन में जो कार्बन एटम होता है दैट इज अटैच्ड विद 1 हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप, और ये जो 6th पोजीशन का कार्बन है यानी कि जो लास्ट कार्बन है ये विद हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप जो है वो बनाता है आपका प्राइमरी एल्कोहलिक ग्रुप, जिसे कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड भी ऑक्सीडाइज्ड कर देता है कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में। और इस तरह से ये कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड जो ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट है ये ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल को सैकरिक एसिड या ग्लूकारिक एसिड में जो एक डाइकार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड है उसमें ऑक्सीडाइज्ड कर देता है। तो ये रिएक्शन सजेस्ट करता है कि देयर इज वन प्राइमरी एल्कोहलिक ग्रुप प्रेजेंट इन द मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ ग्लूकोज। सिमिलरली अगर आप ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल को रिएक्ट करते हैं विद मिल्ड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट जैसे कि ब्रोमीन वाटर या टॉलेंस रिजेंट है, तो वो मिल्ड ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट जो है सिर्फ एल्डिहाइड ग्रुप को जो है वो ऑक्सीडाइज करता है कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड ग्रुप में, और इस तरह से ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल को कन्वर्ट कर देता है ग्लूकोनिक एसिड में। अब ग्लूकोनिक एसिड के भी जो 6th पोजीशन का कार्बन एटम है विच इज अटैच्ड विद हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप दैट एक्ट्स एज प्राइमरी एल्कोहलिक ग्रुप, जब ये ग्लूकोनिक एसिड को आप कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड से रिएक्ट करते हैं तो ये कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड एज ए स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट वो ग्लूकोनिक एसिड के प्राइमरी एल्कोहलिक ग्रुप को भी ऑक्सीडाइज कर देता है कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड में, और इस तरह से ग्लूकोनिक एसिड जो है उसको कंसंट्रेटेड नाइट्रिक एसिड कन्वर्ट कर देता है सैकरिक एसिड में। तो ये रिएक्शन शो करता है कि जो आपका ग्लूकोज मॉलिक्यूल है दैट कंटेन्स वन प्राइमरी एल्कोहलिक ग्रुप। The next evidence in favor of open chain structure of a glucose molecule is the presence of 6 carbon atoms in a straight chain in the molecule of a glucose. On reduction with sodium amalgam, glucose yields sorbitol, which is a hexahydric alcohol. For example, when we take 1 mole of glucose and react it with the sodium amalgam in aqueous solution, it produces 1 mole of sorbitol, which is a hexahydric alcohol. So this reaction suggests that the 6 carbon atoms in glucose are arranged in a straight chain. The next evidence in favor of straight chain of 6 carbon atoms is that when the glucose on reduction with hydrogen iodide in the presence of red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin gives a mixture of normal hexane and 2-iodohexane. This reaction suggests that all the 6 carbon atoms in glucose are arranged in a straight chain. For example, when 2 moles of glucose molecules react with 1 mole of hydrogen iodide in the presence of red phosphorus at 373 Kelvin produce 1 mole of normal hexane molecules and 1 mole of 2-iodohexane molecules. So this reaction suggests that the 6 carbon atoms of the glucose molecule are arranged in a straight chain. Thus we can explain open chain structure of glucose. It is evident that glucose has one aldehydic group, one primary alcoholic group, and in between the aldehydic and primary alcoholic groups, there are 4 secondary alcoholic groups. Thus, the open chain structure of glucose is CHO, CHOH, 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 CH2OH. On the basis of the above evidences, we can explain the open chain structure of the glucose molecule. So, in a glucose molecule, there are 6 carbon atoms which are arranged in a straight hydrocarbon chain of the glucose molecule, and this straight hydrocarbon chain, there is one aldehydic group at position 1, whereas there are 4 secondary alcoholic groups from position 2 to position 5, and there is one primary alcoholic group at position 6 of the glucose molecule. Since the molecule of glucose has 4 dissimilar chiral or asymmetric carbon atoms marked by asterisks, therefore it exists in 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 16 stereoisomeric forms and belong to 8 groups of enantiomers. As you know, there are 6 carbon atoms in the glucose molecule which are arranged in a straight chain. So out of 6 carbon atoms, there are 4 secondary carbon atoms, that is from position 2 to position 5. So these 4 secondary carbon atoms are chiral or asymmetric because each secondary carbon atom is tetrahedrally bonded with 4 different groups of atoms or atoms in a straight chain of the glucose molecule. So there are 4 secondary carbon atoms which are asymmetric or chiral in nature. So due to these 4 chiral or asymmetric carbon atoms present in the glucose molecule is optically active. Hence it has 16 stereoisomeric forms. Natural occurring glucose is an optically active compound because its aqueous solution rotates the plane polarized light towards the right hand side when it passes through it. Hence, natural occurring glucose is a dextrorotatory in nature. नेक्स्ट आता है ऑप्टिकल आइसोमेरिज्म. तो यानी कि जो ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव होते हैं ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स, उनमें जो सेंट्रल कार्बन एटम होता है दैट इज द कायरल और एसिमेट्रिक. यानी सेंट्रल एटम जो कार्बन है वो कायरल और एसिमेट्रिक तब होता है जब वो टेट्राहेड्रली 4 डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स ऑफ एटम्स और एटम्स के साथ अटैच्ड हो. सो दैट कार्बन इज कॉल्ड कायरल कार्बन एटम और एसिमेट्रिक कार्बन एटम. और इस तरह के ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड जो हैं वो ऑप्टिकली एक्टिव होते हैं, यानी कि वो ऑप्टिकल आइसोमेरिज्म शो करते हैं, और उनके जो आइसोमर है उन्हें बोलते हैं एनांसियोमर्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हम अगर एक कंपाउंड लेते हैं जिसका सेंट्रल कार्बन एटम कायरल और एसिमेट्रिक है, और ये प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट को जब इनके सॉल्यूशन से पास करते हैं तो ये राइट हैंड साइड को अगर ये रोटेट करते हैं तो इस तरह के कंपाउंड को बोलते हैं डेक्स्ट्रोरोटेटरी. डेक्स्ट्रोरोटेटरी विच इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय स्मॉल लेटर डी और पॉजिटिव साइन विद इन पैरेंथेसिस. अब इसकी जो मिरर इमेज होगी, यानी कि इसका जो आइसोमर होगा, दैट विल बी नॉन सुपर इम्पोजेबल मिरर इमेज. और ये जो इसका आइसोमर है, जो इसके नॉन सुपर इम्पोजेबल मिरर इमेज, इट इज कॉल्ड द ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड. अगर ये डेक्स्ट्रोरोटेटरी है तो इसकी मिरर इमेज जो नॉन सुपर इम्पोजेबल है, तो ये कंपाउंड लिबोरोटेटरी होगा. यानी कि ये प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट जब इसके सॉल्यूशन से पास करेंगे तो ये लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को रोटेट करेगा. तो लिबोरोटेटरी को हम स्मॉल लेटर एल या नेगेटिव साइन विद इन पैरेंथेसिस से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. अगर ये मान लो कंपाउंड डेक्स्ट्रोरोटेटरी है तो इसकी मिरर इमेज जो नॉन सुपर इम्पोजेबल मिरर इमेज है वो लिबोरोटेटरी होगी. अगर ये कंपाउंड लिबोरोटेटरी है तो इसकी जो नॉन सुपर इम्पोजेबल मिरर इमेज होगी वो डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी होगी। तो यानी कि डेक्स्ट्रो रोटेटरी जो प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट को राइट हैंड साइड को रोटेट करते हैं उसको रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं स्मॉल लेटर डी या पॉजिटिव साइन विद इन पैरेंथेसिस। अगर लिबो रोटेटरी है, प्लेन पोलराइज्ड लाइट को वो लेफ्ट हैंड साइड को रोटेट करते हैं तो उसे स्मॉल लेटर एल और नेगेटिव साइन विद इन पैरेंथेसिस से रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। In open chain structure of glucose, the exact spatial arrangement of different hydroxyl groups was determined by Emil Fischer, a German scientist. In a glucose molecule, whose molecular formula is C6H12O6, the four hydroxyl groups which are attached with four chiral or asymmetric secondary carbon atoms of the straight chain of the six carbon atoms of the glucose molecules are oriented in such a way that the hydroxyl group attached with the carbon atom at position 3 is oriented towards left, while the remaining three hydroxyl groups attached with the carbon atom at position 2, carbon atom at position 4 and carbon atom at position 5 are oriented towards right. So according to Beer's open chain structure of glucose, the molecular formula of glucose is C6H12O6. यानी कि there are 6 carbon atoms present in the glucose molecule and these 6 carbon atoms are arranged in a straight chain of the glucose molecule. And there is one aldehyde group at position 1. There are 4 secondary alcoholic groups from position 2 to position 5. And there is one primary alcoholic group at position 6. अब अगर आप ध्यान से देखें तो जो आपके 4 कार्बन एटम्स हैं फ्रॉम पोजीशन 2 टू पोजीशन 5, these 4 carbon atoms are secondary carbon atoms and each carbon atom is sp3 hybridized and each carbon atom is surrounded by 4 different types of atoms or groups of atoms. So that is why each secondary carbon atom is asymmetric or chiral in nature. Thus there are 4 chiral or asymmetric secondary carbon atoms in glucose molecules. Hence there are 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 16 stereoisomeric forms. All the forms are known and belong to 8 groups of enantiomers. Now further, the exact spatial arrangement of different hydroxyl groups in the glucose molecule was determined by the Emil Fischer, for which he got the Nobel Prize. Now in the glucose molecule, the hydroxyl group which is attached with the chiral secondary carbon atom at position 2 is on right. The hydroxyl group which is attached with the chiral or asymmetric secondary carbon atom at position 3 is on left. And the hydroxyl group which is attached with the chiral or asymmetric or secondary carbon atom at position 4 is on right. Similarly, the hydroxyl group which is attached with the chiral or asymmetric or secondary carbon atom at position 5 is also on right. So this is the special arrangement of different hydroxyl groups in the glucose molecule which is determined by the Emil Fischer. The next topic is D and L configurations. To assign D and L configurations to monosaccharides, the simplest carbohydrate, that is glyceraldehyde, is chosen as the standard. It contains one chiral carbon atom and hence exists in 2 enantiomeric forms. Natural occurring glyceraldehyde is an aldotriose whose molecular formula is C3H6O3. So it contains 3 carbon atoms which are arranged in a straight chain. The hydroxyl group which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, that is the carbon atom at position 2, is towards the right hand side, hence its configuration is D, and it is dextrorotatory and its mirror image is non-superimposable mirror image, which as an enantiomer its configuration is L यानी कि जो आपका हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप है विच इज अटैच्ड विद द पेनल्टीमेट कार्बन एटम इज टुवर्ड्स लेफ्ट हैंड साइड and it is levorotatory. The positive and negative signs within the brackets after the letters D and L refer to the sign of optical rotation. That is, positive sign means dextrorotatory and negative sign means levorotatory. Let us discuss the configuration of monosaccharides. For determining the configuration of monosaccharides, we take the simplest monosaccharide, that is glyceraldehyde, as a standard molecule whose molecular formula is C3H6O3. The natural occurring glyceraldehyde is of D positive glyceraldehyde type. Its molecule contains 3 carbon atoms which are arranged in a straight chain. The hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom or last but one carbon atom, is oriented towards the right hand side, hence its configuration is D. The positive sign within bracket shows that the molecule is optically active and it is dextrorotatory in nature. Next आता है आपका aldopentose, whose molecular formula is C5H10O5. The natural occurring aldopentose is D-negative ribose, which is the constituent of ribonucleic acid, which is present in the cytoplasm of the living cell and takes part in the protein synthesis in the living cell. So its molecule consists of 5 carbon atoms which are arranged in a straight chain. The hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, is oriented towards the right hand side, hence its configuration is D. The negative sign within brackets shows that it is optically active and it is levorotatory. Next aldopentose is C5H10O4 and in nature it is of 2-deoxy D-negative ribose type. So it is the constituent of deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA, which is present in the nucleus of the living cell and plays an important role in the heredity. Its 5 carbon atoms are arranged in a straight chain. The hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, is oriented towards the right hand side, hence its configuration is D. The negative sign within brackets shows that it is optically active and it is levorotatory. Next compound is glucose. Its molecular formula is C6H12O6. It is aldohexose. So the natural occurring glucose is of D positive glucose type. So it contains 6 carbon atoms which are arranged in a straight chain. And the hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, is oriented towards the right hand side, hence its configuration is D. The positive sign within brackets shows that it is optically active and it is dextrorotatory in nature. Its non-superimposable mirror image is its enantiomer, whose configuration is L. It means that the hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, is oriented towards the left hand side and it is optically active, hence it is levorotatory. Next example of ketohexose is fructose. The natural occurring fructose is D-negative fructose. Its molecular formula is the same as that of glucose, that is C6H12O6, and it contains 6 carbon atoms which are arranged in a straight chain. It has the functional group as ketone group, which is always present in the second position because the ketone group is divalent. Hence, it is always present in the second position. So, the hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, is oriented towards the right hand side. Hence, its configuration is D. And the negative sign within brackets shows that it is optically active and it is levorotatory. Its enantiomer as the non-superimposable mirror image of the molecule is of L configuration because the hydroxyl group, which is attached with the penultimate carbon atom, is oriented towards the left hand side, and the positive sign within brackets shows that it is optically active and it is dextrorotatory in nature. It may however be noted that D and L configurations have no relation with the sign of optical rotation. That is, a carbohydrate having D configuration may be either dextrorotatory or levorotatory and vice versa. For example, D glucose is dextrorotatory while D fructose is levorotatory. The correct name of glucose is D positive glucose. Since glucose is optically active, therefore its enantiomer is called L negative glucose. The letter D and L used before the name of glucose represent the configuration of the hydroxyl group at penultimate last but one carbon atom of the carbon chain. Thank you. धन्यवाद.